Hello and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box. Now, I know that most Taylor Swift fans do not watch this channel, but maybe some of their fathers or grandfathers do. So don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with an analysis of Taylor's latest album, Life of a Showgirl, but I do want to talk about her increasingly frequent collaborations with AMC, American Multi-Cinema. Not many people know it stands for that. And her concert films in general, which in an era where cinemas, movie theaters are going down somewhat in terms of popularity, I know that's arguable. She continues to pack the seats with people who want to see her concert films. And to me, that's a really positive development. Now, people will remember, at least some of them will, that the golden age of concert films in the 60s and 70s was in fact a cinematic experience. Why? Why? Well, because this was, at least before the mid to late 70s, this was well before the era of home video. So the only way to see a concert film, and it was a film obviously, was to go to your local movie palace or local cinema or multiplex later on. And all of the great film, I mean, Woodstock, obviously a very famous one, but there were so many, too many to mention. Genesis in concert, Yes songs on the prog rock side. Again, all of these were generally cinematic. I mean, there were some instances of mainly sort of European television showing a concert film or a concert video. But in general, and the Midnight Special sometimes did quasi concert film events that they showed a film of a Marvin Gaye concert in Atlanta, for instance, in the mid 70s. But in general, these were cinematic events. You would go to the cinema and you would see a concert film. Now, with the explosion of home video in the 80s, that sort of killed the concert film, but also revived it because concert films were never as big a draw as your traditional dramatic or comedic film. More people were interested in seeing The French Connection than Supertramp Live in Paris. See what I did there? But with the dawning of home video, first with Betamax and then VHS and Laserdisc. Laserdisc actually came before and it was much higher quality, but all of these different home video formats, there was an explosion in concert videos, let's call them now. Some of them were shot on film, some were shot on video, because now you didn't need to go to the cinema to see the films. You could just go to your local video store and get the laser disc or video cassette. You could also go to your local Blockbuster, and rent it. And so this led to an explosion in things being filmed and videoed because now there was a niche market that could be serviced. And that would free up the cinemas to do their big ticket items, which were the dramatic and comedic films. It's weirdly a similar parallel with pornography. Showgirl pornography, it's all very serendipitous, isn't it? Now, obviously, with the age of YouTube, things have exploded insofar as now no musician can so much as tune his guitar on stage without someone putting it on YouTube. And so, in many ways, it's the golden age of the concert video, but the formal concert film shot by professionals today, 4K would be the equivalent of 35 millimeter film, although many great concert films are shot in 16 millimeter, that would be the equivalent. And I'm really glad, frankly, that Taylor Swift has sort of led the revival of going and seeing on the big screen with your surround sound, and now you've got your Atmos, and the Atmos systems in the cinemas are much more sophisticated than the home versions. I really like it, and I would hope that it would open the door to more such events, including live concerts shown in cinemas, because now that we're in the digital age, which functions more like a satellite video transmission than needing film, you can, of course, show live events in a cinema. Impossible to do before. So I say, even though people here don't listen to Taylor Swift, this is a channel for the older folks. I think she's doing a wonderful thing in helping to revive that lost art of the concert film. But let me know what you think. And as always, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.